Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Hogarth's Global Astrology. Know your planets, know yourself, or know your nation, know yourself. The two are interchangeable. Here we are with another Thursday fry-up. Thanks to everyone who is joining me, well, who's already in the chat and joining me. I have your questions here. So, of course, as usual, here they are. The questions are in. And there's some very interesting ones that we're going to be covering today. So, well, what we actually kind of, let's see here. Let's just kind of read through. We're going to be looking at, a bit at Netanyahu, which is a question coming from Manuela. We're going to be looking at Canada, potential Canada elections. We're going to be looking at Elon, of course. You know, we got to be looking at Elon, but I'm going to play you an interesting clip from Sakir Starmer, actually, in which is kind of responding to sort of like elements of the question. We're going to be looking at, of course, Duck L'Orange, and someone has mentioned something that Cash Peters said on one of his videos. And actually, I went from there that was 4, 5. Look, we've got to look at the potential government shutdown. I don't think there's that much time with that now. And then there's a quick question on Kamala Harris, and then the American press as well. So I'll get through as many as I can. Please, of course, stay tuned until the end. And if you've not done so already, please don't forget as well to like and subscribe, you know, to help support the channel and my work. And I really appreciate those that do support my work and what I'm doing, etc. Want to give a little shout out as well to my clients today. Let me just give a little. These people know who they are. Adrian, you know who you are. Arlene and Donna. Yeah, Donna. You guys know who you are, and it was so interesting actually. Some people were actually looking at things to do with relocation astrology as well, but not just that, not just international countries, but also as well around the world and stuff like that. It's fascinating, absolutely fascinating what comes up and where those lines go through. And I just want to say, very often, if you have an instinct about somewhere in the world or the country that you're in, that you would like to live, that is different from where you are now, very often what I've found in clients, your best lines, the planets that are strongest in the charts and the lines that go through those places and nations are often the place that you actually want to go. So I would just say, as a little side note, trust your instincts when it comes to these things. Oh, I feel slight palpitations actually starting this show today. I feel like, oh, there's a bit of adrenaline. So that's quite interesting. I think I don't know. There's just a lot going on in the world, isn't it? There is a lot going on in the world right now. Many of you are in the chat, so I'll say a quick hello. Someone's saying here, I've just seen it. Lena saying, "Hello, man. I just finished dinner, ready for Hogarth." Ah, much appreciated. There's quite a few of you here already saying, Mona's saying, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thank you, much appreciated. Of course, that helps the channel, helps the video. Oh, someone's saying here, Titan Spy saying, it was so surreal days after Convention South 14th Street. I haven't had that kind of weirdness until the Boston Marathon massacre. Then, a set of bombs near. Oh, what was that about then? Tartan Spice, what gave you that feeling? What gave you that feeling? I'm very curious about that. I'm having, I don't know what's going on. I feel like I've got adrenaline. I feel my heart is beating more. Might be quite an interesting show today. Maybe it's the question, maybe there's something unfolding right now as we speak. Just so you know, the time now here for me in the UK is 10 minutes past 11 p.m. at night on the 19th of December 2024. So I don't know if anything's happening right now. Oh, I don't know where that's coming from. Let me put my phone on silent mode actually, because I did have a few things come in, so I just want to make sure that just make sure there's nothing kind of random kind of going on. Let's see here. All right, let me just put that on silent mode and let's dive in, and then I'll read out your more of your comments as we go along. All right, so question number one. Yeah, question number one. Where is question number one? That's number 7. Oh, here we go. So this is from Manuela Orchid. Thank you, Manuela, for your question. So she says, hi, Hoagie, I hope you're fine. My question would be today, if Netanyahu will still lead Israel the whole of 2025. Thanks so much. Love, Manuela. Nice, clear and simple, concise question. Thanks so much. Let's just take a look. So as we know, Netanyahu, of course, visited Mar-a-Lago and stuff like that. And he does seem, of course, to have Trump support. I think that much is clear, isn't it? But let's just see. Now, I think he's got, doesn't he have some court cases again? There were a lot of protests in Israel, by the way, a lot. I was just seeing on the news, thousands of people out in the streets. A lot of people in Israel want Netanyahu to go. So I always encourage people, it's never black and white, these things. You know, as we've seen what's been happening in Gaza, there can be the assumption that, everyone is all on one side. But no, there's a lot of people within Israel that do not agree, and they have been protesting vociferously. It's not necessarily always shown so much. You have to kind of, look at other media. And of course, I'm not going to get into the politics of that. But there's been a lot of protest against Netanyahu, and I think he does. If someone could let me know about his court cases, but let's just see if he will remain as leader in 2025. He's obviously, done his best to ingratiate himself with Duck L'Orange, because he visited Mar-a-Lago before the election. Remember, we all remember that, isn't it? So let's have a look. Netanyahu in 2025. And then we'll look at some bits and bobs. Netanyahu in 2025. Where's my heart beating? Why do I have palpitations? I wonder if something's going on in the world. Just feel adrenaline. Let's have a look. Netanyahu. Let's see what's going on with Bibi. Interesting. You'll see why I said that in a minute. All right. Now, as you guys know, I have my own interpretations for the cards and stuff like that. We all know about Stinky Fish, etc. This has come up, 4 of Swords. Do you remember what I always say with this card? If I'm doing political readings and this card comes up, whoever it is that I'm talking about, it can often mean the end of their career. Yeah, this is what I found. Like this I've come to associate this is sort of like a career ending card, or some important phase in their life comes to an end. Obviously, I'm not wishing for literal death or anything like that, but you can see here with the 4 of Swords sitting there in the mausoleum, in the mausoleum, and the stained glass coming through the windows. So this card can be a reference to being wounded in battle or wounded on the battlefield, but this and the higher energies of this card can talk about meditation, meditation, reflection, stepping back from the fray. Now if you can imagine, of course, he's had an extremely convoluted career. He's got more lives than the cat, Netanyahu. But this is also showing as well there is an energy, at the very least. I mean, he obviously wants to carry on, but I think this is talking about maybe more about the energy within Israel. And I think increasingly, I think people just want him to stop. There are a lot of people that want his career to end. That's the energy. And isn't it interesting? Because the question was if he would continue in 2025, and that he gets that as the first card. So that's not a great card. That's not a great card for him. If we look here in the obstacle position, he has the Page of Wands, and of course the pages are all about messages, yeah. But here, the Page of Wands in particular is known as the orator. This is the one that stands up and has a statement, has something to say. And it's also associated, pages also as well can be associated with students. But this one in particular, Page of Wands, has a lot to do with students because it deals with passion as well, passion and energy. And I think this is probably most likely a lot of the younger people in Israel standing up in opposition against Bibi. Yeah, is turning up in the obstacle position. So I think that's, I'm sure it's across all of society, but you know, students as well in particular might, you know, have particular issue. But if we look in the middle, look what he gets in the middle. He gets the 9 of Pentacles. Now we know with this card, it deals with wealth and luxuries, etc., all of that stuff. If you see here, the character in this card has everything that they want. She's even got her falcon. She's got all of her fruits and vegetables, and there's a little house in the background somewhere here. Normally, can't see it on this one, but there's normally a little house in the corner. Now, when you're an ordinary person, so we're saying it's non-political, this is a very positive card to see. It means that, you know, basically you have your needs met. You're good. You've got money in the bank. Your bills are paid. You've got food in your cupboard. Yeah, pretty much. When we're talking about politics, though, often the shadow interpretation can come in on this card. And this, of course, can, remember as well, I say this is the card of vanity. Yeah, the shadow of this card can be very much vanity, self-preoccupation. Yeah, you can see here the way that she's sort of gazing at the bird, but there is one can interpret a certain level of self-absorption with this card as well, if we're looking more at the shadow, which of course the politics tends to bring out. And we know, of course, Bibi, you know, he is vain. I mean, he is. But this can also as well talk about financial motives as well. And obviously, look, he doesn't want to give up the prestige, you know, the power. You know, when you're a powerful leader, and he's been, you know, a powerful leader on the world stage for decades now, you know, he's not going to want to give that up. Yeah, we can see that's a factor. However, if we see here, he then gets the Hanged Man, which of course means a change in perspective. But it can also talk about an impasse, an inability to be able to move on, or not quite getting things moving in the way that you want. I think there is an element where these protests are obviously quite stubborn, but also as well, there is a sense of a change of perspective. So there may be things that may happen in the next few months that could be a change of perspective. But what we see here in the outcome card, we get the 3 of Pentacles, which is about collaboration, teamwork, working on plans together, working with others. So, of course, this can also speak about internationally, of course, you know, and this is quite interesting because, of course, this card can make a reference to architecture. And maybe you guys know or don't know, but Jared Kushner, for example, has been talking about the coastline, shall we say, in a certain part that could be prime real estate. You know, that is on the record. That has been said. And look, this is literally a card of making plans. So my instinct is there's no towers here or anything like that. I think a lot of people want him to go to bed forever, so to speak. Yeah, a lot of people want him out the way. But when you look at the rest of the cards, particularly when you look at this 9 of Pentacles in the middle, he really doesn't want to give up. He doesn't want to go anywhere, even though his perspective is changing, and he's going to be collaborating, coordinating with others. So I'm going to say that he's probably going to hold on because he has friends now. He has friends helping him with his plans. Yeah, this is about making plans, architecture. If there was like a Tower card in here, or a Death card, or the World card even showing the grand end of a cycle, then that would push me to say something else. So let's just say he might come close to the career ending. But as usual, Bibi, he knows a lot of people. He knows a lot of people. And he does have allies. So I think if he goes in 2025, I'll be surprised. Let's put it that way. I'll be surprised if he goes in 2025. But thanks so much for the question. And as you guys know, I read the cards. But did you see there were no towers there? There was no death, sudden upheaval. Did you see? It wasn't kind of talking about that. And I need to see kind of cards in certain combinations to really show that someone might be tough. I could be wrong. You know, I could be wrong. But my instinct is that he's gonna negotiate. He's gonna, you know, put money in the right places, like with that 9 of Pentacles. You know, he's very resourceful, old BB, very resourceful. All right, let's see who is let's see who's here in the chat. So Moonchild is saying, hello, you fine people, thank you so much. And let's see here, who else is here? Connie is saying hi at Global Hogarth's Global Astrology. Just so you know, guys, just to give you a little update, because you know I'm working on something new. Yeah, I'm working on something new, and so I've just had certain things designed. You know, things have come back from the designer, which I really like, and it's, you know, I'm probably going to be launching something in the new year. Yeah, launching something in the new year. Once I've got things more set up, I need to produce some content, get some videos going and stuff like that, so you guys have got something to subscribe to. But this is it's gonna have a very different flavor. It's going to be talking very much about the changes that are coming, particularly with the financial system, etc. And I want to give people advice. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, but I want to give people advice of how to navigate the times ahead and how to potentially even do better, yeah, under the current circumstances. You know, because to be forewarned is to be forearmed, yeah, as they say. And there are so many changes coming, guys, in 2025. A lot. We can already feel stuff brewing already, can't we? But the whole financial system is going to change. So watch this space. I've just approved some stuff from the designer, which I'm happy with. And then also as well, I've got a new camera. Just so you know, I've still got it in the box actually. Got my new camera. So things are going to have a different look, and I'll probably get a new computer as well in the new year. So watch this space. Yeah, I feel quite excited about that. Okay, let's go to question number 2. All right, so this is coming from Gelding. They say, hi Hogarth, not sure if you've covered this yet. Do you see the federal election for Canada in 2025? And if so, which party do you foresee getting in? Hoping Canada will not be moving towards the far right as our neighbors did. Now, from what I understand, I think the elections are scheduled for 2025. If anyone can let me know that. I'm just going to have a quick look now. Let's have a quick look-see. I could, well, actually, you know what? Let's actually, I could do the share screen. Let's get stuck in. Because it's just me today. So you can't see it. I'm going on Google. So I'm putting here Canada elections 2025. Let's have a look, see what's coming up. See if we've got any stuff going on here. Oh, here we go. So look, I've actually got some stuff to share with you guys. Let me just do a screen share, because it's nice when we're solo. I can do things like this. I can share my screen with you, and we can actually go into a little bit more depth on some bits and bobs, can't we? Is the button working though? Okay, 1 minute. Share screen. Here we go. Screen that, share, and then I'm going to click you over. All right, so there's that, and then let's go. Here we go. Let's do Canada. So you guys, I'm probably down here somewhere, but look, you can see here. So 2025 Canada elections, yeah. So, and it's saying here, Wikipedia, the 2025 Canadian federal election will take place on or before October 20th, 2025, to elect members of the House Commons to the 45th Canadian Parliament. What's this? And then there's other stories here. What option does? So Justin Trudeau. And look here, The Economist. So you see here, The Economist. I'm just reading the headline saying it's saying Justin Trudeau is unlikely to win the Canadian election. That's what it's saying. And look, they've got him here with a missing tooth. That's The Economist. Al Jazeera is saying, what option does Trudeau have as Canadian PM faces calls to resign? Is he? My goodness. After a surprise resignation, what comes next for Canada? What? Surprise resignation of who? Let's check this out. Checking this out in real time, guys. You know, let's have a look. What's going on here? Center for Strategic International Studies. After surprise resignation, what comes next for Canada? So there's Trudeau there. Resignation of who? The embattled minority government Prime Minister Justin Trudeau faces a new challenge with a recent resignation of Deputy Prime Minister and Finance Minister. How do you say that? Chrystia Freeland. With the sudden resignation comes questions of whether Trudeau himself might resign in the coming days. Goodness. With President-elect Trump's inauguration on the horizon, who governs Canada is likely to set the tone for the US, Canada, and broader North American relations. Wow. Okay, so we have, I didn't know that, we have the Deputy Prime Minister, a Deputy Prime Minister and Finance Minister. Chrystia Freeland has resigned. Wow. Okay, so let's go back to StreamYard. Let's do the stop share on that. So did you guys see that? Yeah, did you guys? I hope, because I wasn't looking at myself. I hope you saw that. Fascinating, eh? Now you remember, as you know, I've been saying for ages, guys. I've been saying what Pluto is in Capricorn. Wherever Pluto is, it will show where the transformations, the ructions, where the hand grenades are, the shocks and the surprises, scandals, yeah, corruption, etc. All of this kind of stuff. And of course, Pluto is in sidereal Capricorn, which you've heard me say forever. I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but you know, there are obviously new viewers as well. And Capricorn is the sign of government, yeah. This is also as well why in general we've been seeing governments move to the right. So I hope you guys saw that clip. Let's get stuck in and actually just pull some cards to answer the question from Gelding. Oops. So I'll just repeat again. Hi, Hogarth. Not sure if you've covered it yet. Do you see a federal election for Canada in 2025? It's obviously confirmed, has to happen by the 20th of October or before 2025. If so, which party do you foresee getting in? Hoping Canada will not be moving to the far right as our neighbors did, but we've seen Trudeau seems to be in a bit of trouble, doesn't he? And they're asking for him to resign according to that those articles that I read. So you can see that in live time. You know, as you know, I like to give factual stuff here. That's not conjecture. You saw it for yourself, didn't you? So let's have a little look. Trudeau. And we see things like towers or death or, you know, which always means transformation. Knight of Swords, things like that. More those difficult cards, even Nine of Swords, you know, then it might be more tricky. Might be more tricky for Trudeau. Let me just make sure. Put my phone on silent mode. All right, let's have a look. Wow. All right. This is really interesting. Yeah, given the cards. There's 387 of you now. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. I hope you're finding this interesting. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll have to scroll down a little bit. Oh, someone's saying here, I have a weird feeling like I'm on survival mode. I'm having a strange feeling today. I've got palpitations. I just feel a lot of adrenaline. Like I feel like something is kicking off in the world right now while I'm doing this, or something soon to come. Anyway, let's get back to the question, but I'm totally with you there, Connie. look, we get the Justice card coming out. Now, of course, this card talks about legalities. It's talking about justice in that wider sense. Yeah, this could actually be talking about the elections. Yeah, because of course, this here is a judge. You see, weighing up the scales. And in a sense, I think this is the pending election. Yeah, this is where the people of Canada are getting to decide to make some kind of judgment as well. Even though it's the Justice card, it also has the connotations of judgment. Now, if we look here, this is giving us some insight here. It seems the people of Canada seem to be struggling a bit. They don't seem to be liking the options on the table. Yeah, liking the options on the table. But this could also as well be indicative of Trudeau, because obviously he's having a bit of a problem at the moment. His deputy has just resigned. And it seems, according to the articles that I showed you, that there are people who are wanting him to step down. So again, so this can be an aspect of not liking, yeah, what's on the table. The person here doesn't like what's in this cup or that cup, but they can't see the option here. Yeah, or maybe they might take the option there, which is a little bit left field. So I think this is talking about the electorate of Canada as a whole, showing the dynamics, the dissatisfaction within the electorate. But I think this is also talking about Trudeau not liking the options that are left to him. Yeah, he might be getting worn. He might be getting tired. Yeah, might be getting tired. Now, here, the middle card in many ways for me says it all. Look at this. Eight of Cups. I mean, you don't need to be a tarot reader to understand the meanings of this card. This is the card of walking away, leaving it all behind. Could it be that Trudeau, in the face of what could be a challenging election, yeah, or where there's going to be an element of justice or judgment, yeah, not liking the options on the table, the prospects that he has, could it be? Will he succumb to pressure? Will he resign? Maybe with this card here, or it could just be that maybe, you know, the election doesn't go his way. Either way, something is leaving. Yeah, someone is leaving. So it could be he might decide to be like, you know what, I'm just going to resign. This is just too much. You know, I'm not enjoying this anymore. I'm not liking this anymore. So he walks away. Or is it that the people of Canada give the marching orders and he has to leave? Yeah, do you see how I'm interpreting that? And I think that's a fair interpretation, given the question and what we've just read in the article. If we look here, we've got the Five of Swords, which of course classically can talk about an abuse of power, but isn't always necessarily about abuse of power. I mean, it can talk about that. Maybe this is what Trudeau could be potentially being accused of, or this could also be the worry of what the other side may do if they get into power. Yeah, will they abuse their power? But look here, do you see? Also in this card, there is someone walking away. Yeah, in fact, there's two people walking away. You've got this one here who's literally walking, and the other one's standing. So these people are exhausted by the battle, or just disgusted by the outcome. So they leave as well. So there's two cards next to each other, which shows someone leaving. Yeah. You know, I can only say what I can see. As you know, I don't have any, you know, I'm not, I just read the cards based on the question. Yeah. And then we see here, we've got the High Priestess here. So that means there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on behind the scenes, probably private negotiations and machinations. Yeah. Maybe there might be some exit strategy. Maybe this could be the opposition plotting a downfall. Or maybe this could be Trudeau making kind of secret plans to maybe exit stage left. We have to see. But I would say, in terms of for him winning the election, those aren't really, they're not very, they're quite ominous cards, are they? Aren't they? If there was like the, like, for example, what is it? The Six of Wands, for example, which is the guy on the horse, yeah, victory. Or if it was like the Chariot, or the Ace of Wands, for example, you know, these very, very kind of positive, more positive cards. Or if he got the Magician, for example, it would show that he'll be able to use everything as at his disposal. But you see those cards there, you could see for yourself the walking away, an element of judgment, not liking the options, you know, on the table. So I think it's tricky. Based on that, it might go to the opposition. And also as well, the reason why I say that is because we do have Pluto in Capricorn. As I say, we just tend to move things further to the right, and we're seeing evidence of this a lot, aren't we, around the world? So I wish I could be more, you know, positive on that, but as you know, I just read the cards, and I think in the context of what I just read for you, that article, I think that's a fair read, wouldn't it? Wouldn't you agree? I think so. So I would say it is not looking good for Trudeau. He'll either resign because he's been forced out, or he's just tired, or it could be that the electorate actually may decide to remove him. Yeah, with those cards. All right, let's go on to let's scroll down actually and see. Oh, actually, someone here says, Darlene says, actually, I'm feeling calm, which is great. That's good. That's good. I wish I was feeling a bit more calm. Mary is saying love to you from Los Angeles. Ogie, happy Thursday to you. Thanks so much. Let's scroll down a bit and see if there was anyone's commenting on the Canada. Annie was saying, I was waking every hour last night, felt something weird was happening on the planet. Something's going on. I'm feeling a lot of energy shifts. Let's see here. Anything good to tell us, Olga, since the USA is going into turmoil? You know, the whole world, like I've been watching some channels and they've been talking about, you know, timeline splitting and stuff like that. We are just in this phase again. Like I said, Pluto in Capricorn. Pluto will always show the breakdown of something as well. That's why I said we're in this composting phase. So think of like Notre Dame. Yeah, great example. Pluto was in the last degrees of Sidereal Sagittarius 5 years back. And Sagittarius deals with what? Spirituality, organized religion, etc., stuff like that. We're having all sorts of scandals, of course, as you guys know, in the Catholic Church, etc. And the Notre Dame burnt down. Yeah, the middle part burnt down. And as everyone has seen, on the 7th of December, it was reopened to the public. So after 5 years, it is reborn. Yeah. That's what the energy of Pluto is like. Things break down and then they are reborn. But this is why we're seeing such instability around the world. So let's just see how it goes. But let's not catastrophize either. Yeah, because we also have to keep the energy high and positive as well. Someone's saying here, desolation, no people coming and going out of the station, no buses. Which part of the world are you in? That one, Tart and Spice, just to give us an idea. And then somewhere, yeah, Mona's saying now that Muskrat is vying to be our non-elected president. Yeah, well, there's a question on him coming up. As you guys, you've heard me say before, I said, Elon, ooh. Yeah, you heard me say on Hogely, isn't it? Last week, I said I feel like he's let Count Dracula through the front door on that one. I think he's going to regret that, you know. I think he's going to regret that. Let's just see here. Anyone talking about Canada? No, let's see. I'm scrolling down. Lots of chat here. Okay, I couldn't see any reaction there to Canada. Anyway, let's move on. Otherwise, I spend too long on these things. Let's go to question number 3. Oh, and this is where I'm going to do a little video share, just to give you a little insight here. Anyway, so Nick Minx asks, will it be discovered that Musk has been financing right leading, or I think she meant to say leaning, right leading or leaning parties in multiple countries? Will that be found out? Well, I think I think he's not really being subtle about it, is he? He's not really being subtle about it. And obviously now there's a bit of a hoo-ha because of course we've got the Reform Party in the UK. I wouldn't really call them would I call them far right? I don't know. They're on the right. Let's put it that way. They're the right. They're on the right of the Tories, but it's not quite as extreme as say like in other countries. But you know they are quite controversial. Of course they have Farage as their leader. Now, Elon has made it very clear that that he would like to support, of course, because this isn't subtle. He's made it clear that he would like to make a big donation, of course, to reform. And this has put a cat amongst the pigeons. Labour are up in arms and they said they would like to change the law because they believe in principle, quite rightly, that billionaires shouldn't influence elections. Yeah. So they say billionaires shouldn't influence elections and, stuff like that. However, I do need to play you a clip. Because at the moment, I'll tell you something very interesting is happening in the UK, and there is a sort of a big sea change going on. And recently, Sir Keir Starmer has earned the rather ignominious title of being the most unpopular Prime Minister ever in UK history. Yeah, the most unpopular ever. There's been lots of blunders, lots of things that have gone wrong. But one of the things as well, which really sticks in my craw, is that they're saying Labour may actually cancel the May elections coming up. Now, this, obviously, you guys in the States or around the world probably don't know about this. But for the British viewers, we know that this is a big deal. Yeah, this is a big deal. And it's also a thing of public knowledge as well that Labour has had a lot of donations from a lot of very, very wealthy people. But I just want to play you this little clip, something out of his own mouth, and then we'll go back to Elon. But I just want you to see this so you know that this is real. Yeah, so you know that this is real. So let's just do share screen. Just want you to see this. Is a very short clip. It's a very short clip, but I think it's important that you guys see it for yourself. If I can share the screen. Where's the share screen option? Here we go. If I do, should I do window? If I do window, let's do share that. See if that's going to work. How's that going to work? Oh, that's better. That's better if I do window. Hopefully you can still see me. All right, very short clip, and then I'm going to give you my little feedback on it. Yeah, this is Emily Maitlis. Right. So did you guys see that? Yeah. I'll stop my share. Do you guys know what Davos is? Yeah. Davos, which is held every year in a special place in Switzerland, I think it is where the World Economic Forum meets. And the World Economic Forum is the most powerful people in business in the world. Billionaires, multi-billionaires, and heads of state, government, etc. And they basically get together and they decide pretty much on behalf of all of us how the world is going to be run. And I just thought I would share that just so you could see out of his own mouth. And it's true, Parliament is a tribal place and it is noisy and it's yabu, that's the word we use. But that is also the oh, someone was saying no sound, no audio. Oh, what was there? There was no sound on that. Bugger. Let me try again. Oh, F. Let me try again and see if the sound will play. 1 minute. Un momento. See if I can get this to share screen. Sorry about that. Oh, how annoying that you couldn't hear it. Sorry, let me try again. Bloody laptop. Let's do entire screen. Let's do that. Share. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce it down. And let's see, is that going to work? Let's do it. Let's go back again and see if this is actually going to work this time. Let me just make sure that I can see that. Yes. Okay. So you can see that. Yeah. Let's try one more time. Let's get the volume up, because this is important. Let's do this. So did you hear that time? Yeah. Let me know. Did you hear it that time, folks? Let me scroll down. There was no sound. Still no. Oh, how annoying. No. Oh, Jesus. Why is that playing up like this? I wanted to really play you that clip because it's really important so you can hear the words for yourself. Anyway, look here. I will just look. You can't hear the sound, but you can see the. Isn't that interesting? I wonder why. 1 minute. She's so focus then on the subtitles. So she said, I'll ask you quickly, if you had to choose. I can't believe that sound keeper is not playing. He said Davos. Yeah, that's the. Obviously I can't labor the point anymore, and I'll stop the share. It's a shame you couldn't hear it, but he said Davos. Yeah, and Davos. Let me just get up for you. Is the because this is really important. Davos. Let's get this up just so you can see. Yeah, Davos World Economic Forum. So I want you to see this. So if I do share again, see, so you can see this for yourself. And I know I'm laboring this point, but I think it's really important because it really emphasizes what it is that I've been. To share audio, share a tab or screen instead. Oh, I did do that before. I do entire screen. Anyway, yeah. So this is it. This is it here. Why can't I see this? Why is it? My computer's really playing up today. It's supposed to show anyway. Never mind. So this is it. The World Economic Forum. Yeah. So let's get this up. Don't worry, guys. I'll be getting a new computer in the new year. This is it. This is it. Yeah. WEF, World Economic Forum, annual meeting, collaboration of the intelligent age, 20th to 24th of January 2025. Yeah. The annual meeting convenes global leaders to address key global and regional challenges. These include responding to geopolitical shocks, stimulating growth to improve living standards, and stewarding a just and inclusive energy transition. So this is what they talk. This is all of this stuff here. Yeah. And it goes along with all of its spiel. And I'll just stop the share there. So billionaires, yeah, multi-billionaires having their influence. Anyway, let's look at Elon Musk. Sorry about that diversion there, and that there was no sound, but you could read, you saw the lips moving, and you could see what it said underneath. Anyway, so Elon Musk. The issue I have is that pretty much all of politics is too influenced by the oligarchic class. Big business, big pharma, or they have too much say. I really believe that basically donations to political parties, whatever stripe, should be limited. Maybe like to 100,000 or something like that, if not. But all of this millions and billions, God, I'm sweating. Let me just, gosh, really warm today. Anyway, Elon. So I'm just saying it's a bit pot and kettle, isn't it? I mean, if you're saying that you choose Davos, an unelected body, over the Houses of Parliament, and you are Prime Minister, wow. Wow. What does that say for that person's thoughts on democracy, eh? Not encouraging, is it? Anyway, Elon. Let's read on Elon. So annoying that the sound clip didn't play. But you can see it for yourself and just look it up. Just literally just look up the same YouTube clip. I might actually link it, actually. It's only 38 seconds long. Clearly says Davos. Oh gosh. Elon, man. All right. If we look here, the Empress comes up. Now we know I associate this card with Russia. Isn't that funny? Huh? Isn't that funny? But it's not just that. I think it's beyond that, to be honest. I think this is Elon's perception of himself, not as a woman, not Elon in drag, but I think he's seeing this as his grand opportunity for growth. Remember the Empress card is all about expansion. It's all about growth. Also, as well, I refer to this card as the richest card in the deck. I really do. I see the Empress and the Emperor as the wealthiest cards. And this, I think, this is how Elon sees his prospects now that he's obviously, you know, in the government. Really, that's basically what it is. He's used his money to, you know, sway things in that way. And I think this is what he sees it as, almost a limitless opportunity and potential. I've always said Elon wants to go to Mars. That's what he cares about, Mars. Yeah, building cities and stuff. He doesn't care that, of course, that his cars crash in the self-driving mode and kill a lot of people. Apparently, he's had there's been at least 150 crashes. And I was watching something. What was it? Maybe I was watching. Maybe it was CNN or, you know, something like that. Anyway, kind of like a liberal news channel. And one of the things that they were talking about is now that he's in government, they are going to stop where you have to count, where you have to register with the crashes if there was self-driving mode was on or not. Yeah, because remember, Elon's got quite a few lawsuits up against him, and what do you think is going to happen now he's part of the government? Yeah, pretty obvious, isn't it? So anyway, but this is also as well, I think this is why he's also contributed in the way that he has, is because he sees it as a rich harvest, rich potential, you know, for him. My camera's sort of breaking up a little bit. Weird, strange energy today. Yes, you're right, Connie. Oh, crikey. Let's just see here. Let me just click on some of these. And then, yeah, someone's saying, wow, what's happened to labor? My computer, it's my energy. Do you know what? I think because I'm feeling a lot of emotion, a lot of energy, it's affecting my computer. Anyway, if we look here, this is I mean, wow, yeah, this is Elon here, but it's turning up in the obstacle position. Yeah. So when it's in the, when you're dealing with an individual and you're reading with them one-on-one, this is normally a very positive card. They're really looking to kind of make changes in their life. They're using all of their resources to get the outcome that they want. But this is turned up technically in the obstacle position. However, the first card is positive, but we're talking about Elon here. So Elon is seeing himself what? As master of the world. He is the one pulling the strings. Quite literally. I mean, there it is. He's got, look, he's got the Empress and the Magician. My God, that is extraordinarily powerful. He is seeing his vision of what he can do with the levers and the power of government. Yeah. So when people in the media say that really he is he's the president and Duck Larange is the vice president, you know, they're not too far wrong. And this is what I was worried about. This is what I was worried about. Elon does bring a lot of course, innovation, etc., and stuff like that. But there is that moral indifference and ambiguity. And look, if your cars are crashing, yeah, with the self-drive mode, what one needs to do, just try and fix it. Just fix it. Fix it. Fix it. You don't need to avoid things. Just fix it. Yeah. Oh, look at that. My camera's frozen. Can you still hear me? Oh, man. This is a tricky one tonight. Can you still hear me? What is going on? You know what I'm going to do is let me just close down some windows here. I think it's my energy. Maybe I've just got too many windows. I'll just close down some windows. Hopefully things will calm down. Sorry about these technical things, guys. My camera just freezing a little bit. Anyway, let me carry on with the reading. He gets the Moon card. Oh my God, I've completely frozen. I can't see myself. Can you guys still see me? What is going on? Oh, is this a bit of energetic sabotage going on here? Can you still hear me? Because my screen is completely frozen. Let's just see here. Wow, what is going on tonight? Everything's frozen. Bloody hell. Jesus. Okay, my chat has frozen, my screen has frozen. Oh, can you see me? Yeah. Someone's saying glitchy, but yes. Connie's saying my applications were going bonkers. Do you see that there's something going on with the energy? The energy is just weird tonight. Weird tonight. Anyway, I'm sort of back. Hopefully it's going to be all right. So we get the Moon card. Yeah. Nothing is clear by Moonlight. He has his agendas. Yeah. Elon has his agendas. There's another major arcana. So that's 3 so far. Has these agendas that other people, maybe not even Duck Larange, is aware of. I'm not even going to say maybe. I think Duck Larange doesn't know Elon's full agendas. What is going on with my screen? Oh my God, I've got to calm my emotions down. I think I'm affecting my computer. Here we have the Fool card. Now, sometimes it can mean literally foolish, but this is about a leap of faith. Yeah, a leap of faith into the beyond. But I think this is also as well him inducing this government shutdown. If it does happen, it'll be a very foolish move. Yeah, because of course, who's going to get the blame? Yeah, there's no one else that can be blamed for this. And this is actually where I would have to say I'd have to commend the Democrats. They've made it crystal clear where the fault lies. Yeah, so this could actually be a huge act of folly. People are saying that I'm okay, so on my side it's just freezing, so you know, I'll just stick with it. And then when we look here, look, we've got sleepless nights, the 9 of Swords, sleepless nights, worry and frustration. So I think, how long do they have? Have they got a day to sort it out? It's kind of looking like, it's kind of, I mean, this will be, I don't even want to say it. If the government shuts down, it's just before Christmas. just before, I mean, today is now, it's now the 20th here in the UK. So it's 5 days to Christmas. Really? You're going to get the government shut down, Elon? Wow. It may shut down, guys, with that card. It may shut down. I'm sorry about that. But we know who it is. Yeah, we know who it is. And it's, yeah, manipulating things. Why he wants to shut the government down, I'm not sure. But it's part of a wider strategy. Yeah. But a more secret strategy. And I don't even think Duc Larange knows. I'll say even that much. I don't even think Duc Larange knows. I don't think many people do. They've let in Count Dracula through the front. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, let's move on to the next one. God, I've taken up quite a bit of time, haven't I, answering those things. Let's move on. Duc Larange. So Nick Mink says, Cash Peters has said that the Orange Wonder, which of course is Trump, was upset he never got the Nobel Peace Prize. Did he engineer the disputes ongoing with leaders on the basis he would now win by miraculously bringing them to an end? I don't think he did. No, I don't think he did. I wouldn't give him that much credit in that particular. He's very cunning. He has reptilian intelligence, but he's with all the things that he's been fighting and all of that kind of stuff. No, I don't think that's the case. But let's just pull the cards anyway and see what's going on with Duc Larange and maybe how he feels about Elon. Yeah. Because we need to remember, Duc Larange is only a paper billionaire. He's a billionaire on paper. Elon is the real thing. And if we know if there's one thing that impresses Duc Larange, it's money, isn't it? Money. And I can't help but thinking that, well, I mean, I'm thinking it, but it's been proven, isn't it, that his money and his influence is having a huge impact on the Republican Party, where they would literally ditch a deal. I'm hoping they find something last minute, but what have they got? 1 day? Is it 1 day left? Wow. Let's see. So how does Duc Larange feel about Elon and the current situation? It wouldn't surprise me if the 8 of Swords turns up. If the 8 of Swords turns up, which is the woman bound up, then we know that's how he's really feeling. But let's just see. Don't preempt. How is Duc Larange feeling about Elon? Too many of these billionaires just, they're literally deciding everything for the whole world. And Davos is just one of the biggest one of them. Again, for entertainment purposes only, but really they're, you know, and Keir Starmer saying he prefers Davos to Parliament. Oh, look at this. Ooh. This is interesting. This is very interesting. All right, because I was asking, how does Duc Larange feel about Musk? Isn't it interesting? Here we have the card, which is an abuse of power. Duc Larange may feel like that Elon is overstepping the mark and abusing his power, because he used X, didn't he, to put pressure on. Now, obviously, Duc Larange knows that. He's got his own social media platform. But look, I think he's seeing it as a bit of overreach, almost as an abuse of power. I wasn't expecting that. Look at this. He's probably trying to figure out a way to move to smoother waters. Yeah, move to smoother waters. But this is turning in the obstacle position, which can mean a person feels stuck. He feels stuck because I think he knows, obviously, that it was bought for him pretty much, wasn't it? Really? That money, that injection of capital and know-how from Elon was obviously really what decided it. So it's interesting, isn't it, that he feels that there's an abuse of power that's happened and that he feels stuck. He can't, because it's, you know, and look what turns up in the middle. the middle card trying to get away with something, yeah. And here we've got the little guy, the guy in his Russian hat, etc., and all of that kind of stuff. So it's like he owes Trump, because obviously he helped him, you know. But it's not just that. Elon is also being able to get away with things by being connected with Trump as well. So this is, I think this can also be a card that can talk about exploitation. I think even Duck Larange is feeling a bit exploited. Not that I feel sorry for him. I mean, come on, you know, should have thought about that, huh? If we see here, we do have the smug merchant card. Yeah, the smug merchant card. So again, you know, Duck Larange is going to be looking at it from the business perspective. He did get this Japanese entrepreneur investor, I think is 100 billion or something like that. Said it's going to create 100,000 jobs or whatever. But I saw him give it talking about that. So there is an element there. It's like he's prepared to put up with that. He feels stuck and trapped, but as long as he gets what he wants, which we know, he'll be quite happy with that. And if we look here, look, we've got the merchant looking at the world. Yeah, looking at the world, making decisions, making plans. So I think he's feeling stuck. He feels that Elon has overstepped the mark, but because he helped him, yeah, get away with something, but he's going to instead try and focus on basically trade, yeah, trade and stuff. Remember as well, this can also talk about the tariffs and stuff like that, because look, he's looked here, you can see he's looking at the whole world, global plans, yeah. This is also waiting for the ships to come in, imports and exports. Wow, wasn't expecting that. Let me know your thoughts. As you know, I just read the cards, guys. I just read the cards. Oh gosh, I only got through 4 questions today rather than, oh, let's see. I might just have to leave it there on that one. Sorry for those little kind of glitches and stuff. What are your thoughts on that, folks? What's it called? Someone's saying here, he's realizing he's the bug, not the windshield this time. Right. Right. Yeah. He's but did not intend to help. Leon has no empathy. Yeah, someone's saying here, bought. Yeah. Did not intend to help. Yeah. You said Leon, but you mean Elon. Elon has no empathy. He only has an agenda. You could see in the cards. You can see in the cards. I think even Duck Larange is like, realize, you could see. You could see. He's stuck. He's stuck. Oh, someone's saying, Hoagie, I have to apologize. Oh, you don't have to apologize. I work in a mental health clinic, and I wonder if you're picking up on all that energy during my consultation. Oh, I don't know. I pick up on a lot of things, And if we look here, Sarah's saying Elon is taking the spotlight and Larange doesn't like to be upstaged. That is true as well. But you can see there's more. It's like Trump is feeling stuck because he's like, I owe him. Do you know what I mean? And it's like he's feeling that it's an abuse of power, you know, that is overreach, but he can't criticize at the same time. Very interesting. Very interesting. So if the government does shut down, the fingers are pointing in the right direction. And well, obviously, you know, the Republicans shouldn't have capitulated. But if the government does shut down, it's because of Elon. And that's just on the record. And you could see it in the cards. And even Duck Larange is feeling, wow, feeling trapped. Let's see here. So what's it? Leon is his snarky nickname because Orange misnamed him on the campaign trail. Yeah. And then someone's saying here, what is it? When you sleep with dogs, yeah, you sleep up. Yeah, you wake up with fleas. And yeah, let's see. And then someone else, 45, D Cameron is saying 45 is a narcissist, so he's not going to like Leon calling the shots and getting the attention. Yeah, there's that, but you can see the cards are actually saying it's even more than that. He's actually feeling trapped, and that, you know, basically he's overstepping the mark. But what can Duck Larange do? Because Elon's money obviously helped him win. Wow. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. Otherwise, this will go on too long. And, you know, I like to stay to an hour. Sorry that I didn't get through to the rest of the other questions, but in a way, the depth of what actually came out of the questions that we had, I think was very, very interesting. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Please, of course, don't forget to like and subscribe to support my channel. Much appreciated. Many of you do, and big love for all of that. Almost 500 of you here tonight, which is much appreciated. Yeah. I see you guys, of course, on Hoggerly coming up on Saturday, and I'll have some announcements to make as well, probably just after Christmas. Thanks so much, everyone, and I will leave it there. But wasn't that interesting, huh? All right, let me just leave it there if I can end the show on time with the button.